Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to video 1 of our 2-video series at the Pennsylvania Pleasure Valley Pro-Am. This weekend is a memorial for Dylan Slusser, who was a pro motocross racer that passed away a couple years ago. So they decided to throw a Pro-Am event. We decided to come over for it, and this is day 1, Saturday. Me and Bridget made the journey over from Toledo, Ohio, and as you can see, we're in a different vehicle than you guys are normally used to seeing. We're not in the van this weekend, which is kind of a blessing because it being a multi-day weekend, it's kind of nice to stay in a motorhome at the track instead of having to go to a hotel and do all that shenanigans. So you guys may remember from the Pro National at Redbud last year, we brought my parents' big motorhome out to the race because all my family members and friends and everything show up, and it's close to home, so it's easy to bring the motorhome out. So they got rid of the big motorhome, downsized to this little 24-foot Class C motorhome, which is pretty sweet. Definitely a much better setup with the mini motorhome and trailer as opposed to just ripping over here in the moto van. But anyways guys, yeah, like I said, Bridget and I ripped over here last night on Friday. We just camped out overnight. So we just woke up, headed up and got signed up, and we're about to head out to the track. We've got about an hour until practice starts. Like I said, today's just open practice, and then tomorrow is the actual Pro-Am race itself. I had heard that there's going to be some fast dudes here, possibly Freddie Noren. There's some other fast like privateer pros over here near Pennsylvania and Ohio area, so excited to see who all comes out for the Pro-Am. Should be a pretty awesome day. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to break this video up into 2 videos. I'm practice 1, so it could be pretty sloppy out there, so we're going to go see how the conditions are and decide if we want to go out there for the very first practice or if we want to wait for the second rotation. So once Bridget gets done getting all beautied up, we're going to head up there and check out the track. Outdoor shots of the rig. It's a nice little unit, and then our trailer back here. Risk Racing Easy Up, of course, and the beautiful Cannondale Scalpel, my baby, chilling. But anyways, it's a pretty small trailer. It's a 7x14 V-nose up front. We're working on setting it up a little bit better right now. As you can see, it's just got the wood floor. But me and Bridget have been busy painting the walls and everything and kind of converting it into a race trailer for the Nationals. So still a work in progress. We only got the primer down right now, and obviously our organization needs to take a step up, but it's getting there. So scenic out here, man. The hills are awesome. We don't have anything like this near me. Definitely looking good out there.
We want to welcome everyone here.
Concrete start gate down there, so that's going to be interesting. This place is the only place I've ever done a concrete start, and that was like 7 years ago, so should be pretty wild. But track is sweet, man. Definitely super deep and wet, so maybe we will sit out that first one. Since obviously the aim of the game today is to just learn the track, we don't necessarily need to go out there in the sloppy mud and get everything all destroyed. Just need to learn the layout and where the jumps are and everything. So yeah, we'll probably skip that first one, head out there for the second session instead. Track's looking sick, man. I'm excited to get out there. I just love riding on tracks with a bunch of elevation, and as you guys can see, quite a bit of elevation out here. Getting a little look at the concrete start here. Definitely curves quite a bit to the right, so maybe we want to line up like somewhere over here in the middle. Just hope that we don't get pinched off by anyone on the inside. But yeah, it's gonna be weird to start on this. I wonder if we're gonna be able to practice some starts today in open practice. That would be pretty nice because, like I said, never really done these starts before, so hopefully we can get out here on the concrete and try a couple starts before tomorrow. This section looks wild. I have no idea if you're supposed to be able to launch that thing all the way onto this tabletop. I feel like I saw a video of someone doing that a couple weeks ago and it looked really sketchy. I think it's supposed to just be a big roller and then a table, but I don't know. If it's possible, I guess we'll huck it. All right, well, we got a nice little scout out of the track. Like I said, definitely pretty deep and muddy out there, so we'll let the first guys go up and soak up some of that mud for us. We'll head back now, see how Bridget's getting along with getting ready, and then maybe she and I will come up here and watch the first couple practices, see who all is here, see how the track's looking, and then we'll get ready and head out there for our first practice. So it's looking like it's gonna be a pretty awesome day. It's such an adorable little setup. A little cold? Where are you on this scale so far?
I'm at the bottom of not yet.
Alright, we'll try again later. I'd say we're down to the ready mark. You ready to go watch some practice?
Yeah.
Let's go do it. Boom. Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
I know.
What a good supporter. Should be really good by the time we get out there though. Let's check out this whoop section over here. Not really sure what the move is. Jump through them or just pin it and lean back?
Pin it.
All right, good choice. All right guys, well, track's looking nice. I think they're about halfway through the first session, so it's time for us to start getting ready because we're practice number 1. And yeah, definitely glad I didn't go off for that first one because it was looking a little bit muddy out there, but the track's looking like it's shaping up real nice. So I'm gonna get geared up, make sure the bike's all ready to go, and then we're gonna head out there and rip for our first session out on the track.
Do in there.
You know, just a little extra protection. Never have too much duct tape. We got the sweet new Risk Racing 5-gallon Easy Jug here. This thing is pretty dope. Has this nice feature where you clip the cap down around this little hinge there, so it keeps it all bent over for you. And also, on all these little vents, it has little rubber O-rings in there, so it's not gonna stink up your trailer or your van or wherever you're storing your gas. So, pretty sweet. Go check them out at riskracing.com. Getting the 100% Armegas all set up. You guys ask me all the time what these are. They're called Gladiator Sweat Shields. So you can find them on Instagram or you can go to waragainstsweat.com to pick some of those up. First session learning the track went pretty well. It's definitely an interesting track. It's like way harder dirt than I'm used to, so it's really hard pack. And then there's also a lot of elevation, so there's a lot of off cambers and just like deep, hard ruts. So definitely glad we came out here for the open practice because it's definitely going to be a learning process all day today, but we're about to head up there for another session, hopefully dial in the track a little bit more. So going out for round 2. Oh, my knight in shining armor, thank you. That was definitely a lot better than the first one. Just getting more comfortable with those off-camber ruts. It's kind of like, it almost feels like High Point, but a little tamed down. So it's a lot of like high-speed off-cambers with some deep ruts in them where you have to be leaning a lot further over than you think. And if you get your body, or if you get your weight like just to the outside a little bit, you start to like go over, and you can't use your foot to save you because it's just a drop-off. So it's definitely requires a lot of trust in your ability and a lot of balance and stability. So it's almost kind of like go a little slower to go a little faster. Just take your time, make sure your form is good, and make sure you're flowing. So that one was a little bit better. I think we probably have about 2, maybe 3 more practice sessions today. Just gonna put as many laps in today as I can so I can get used to the track, make sure the bike's all dialed in, and then have a good day tomorrow. There's already quite a few fast people here. Joey Crown's probably like the fastest one here. He's gotten, well, I think at Redbud last year at the Pro National, he was running like top 5 for quite a while in the 250 class, and then he's done some really good results in Supercross. And then there's just a handful of other pros that I race with throughout the season. So it's definitely going to be a gnarly day. I expect a couple more people will show up tomorrow for the race, so it'll be some really good racing with some fast guys. Definitely some good practice for the Nationals coming up here. So looking forward to it. We're just going to keep grinding. I'll probably do some GoPro footage today to give you guys like a look at what the full lap looks like. And then me and Bridge will just hang out and get ready for tomorrow. That one was really good.
Yeah, you were freaking ripping.
Woo! All right, guys, well, that last session was our third session on the track, and I'm definitely feeling way better out there. I'm definitely glad I put the GoPro on for that session because I felt like I was actually going pretty good. Started behind a couple pros who I know who are actually really fast, and picked a couple of them off, and then was hanging right there with Crown until he had a little slide out right there. Definitely getting used to the track. I kind of wish I had another session to dial it in just a little bit more because I feel like I'm getting faster and faster with every session that I go out there, but it's looking like that's going to be our last one for the day. So now it's just a matter of going out, washing the bike and the boots. Got the Alpine Star Tech 10s a little dirty down there, so we're gonna go spray all that stuff off, do a bolt check, make sure everything's torqued down correctly, and make sure the chain's tight, make sure all the bolts are still in there. The KTM definitely has a tendency to have bolts just spontaneously fall out. Yeah, super sick day. The track is definitely interesting. It's a lot harder packed than what I'm used to. I'm used to riding like Redbud and Sandy or Lomier tracks, so you guys obviously know, you've seen my videos. So this one's super hard pack and really like off camber, and there's a lot of elevation and stuff. So definitely something new, but I think it's good because this is the type of track where normally I struggle. It's kind of more like a California type track. So glad to come out here and get some races on it with some other pros before the nationals start. And yeah, we're just gonna keep chipping away. So time to head out, wash up, make sure everything is ready to rip for tomorrow, then hang out with Bridget. Her parents are actually on their way over here right now. My parents couldn't make it out. It's gonna be Bridget's parents hanging out with us in the mini motor home, so it's gonna be a fun weekend with them. And yeah, time to go wash up and make sure everything's good to rip for tomorrow.